A wrong turn. That's all it was. A driver, a missed street, a car that stopped, and 20 million people who had absolutely no idea what was about to happen. At that exact moment, most of Europe was drinking coffee, reading newspapers, crossing crowded streets, completely unaware. The century was about to break apart. We think history is made by kings, by armies, by decisions in war rooms. We're wrong. History is made by systems under pressure. And sometimes, all it takes to release that pressure is one wrong turn. Welcome to History AI. We don't talk about history. We decode it. June 28, 1914, Sarajevo, 10:45 in the morning. The air is already hot. Crowds press against the streets, waiting to see the Archduke, Franz Ferdinand, heir to the Austro-Hungarian Empire. One of the most powerful men in Europe. His motorcade moves slowly through the city. Open cars, uniformed officers, spectators watching from sidewalks, only meters away. And somewhere, in the crowd, a 19-year-old named Gavrilo Princip is standing with a pistol inside his coat. He is part of a 7-man assassination network called the Black Hand. Their mission: kill the Archduke, trigger revolution, break Austria-Hungary's control over Bosnia. But the mission has already failed. Earlier that morning, another assassin threw a bomb at the motorcade. It bounced off the Archduke's car, exploded underneath the vehicle behind it. Smoke, blood, chaos. Wrong target. The opportunity was gone. The network scattered across the city. Princip walked away, defeated. He entered a small deli on Franz Josef Street, ordered food, and for a moment, history almost continued, normally. That's the terrifying part. The world we live in now nearly didn't happen because nobody told the driver about the route change. After visiting the wounded officers at the hospital, the Archduke's motorcade turned onto the wrong street, Franz Josef Street, directly toward Princip. The lead driver suddenly realized the mistake. The car stopped, then began reversing. Slowly, right in front of him, less than 2 meters away. Princip looked up. The Archduke was sitting there, completely exposed. He had 10 seconds to decide whether history would change forever. He fired twice. The Archduke, his wife Sophie, both mortally wounded, dead within the hour. And in that moment, almost nobody understood what had actually happened. Not really, because the shots didn't start a war. They released one that changes everything, because World War I was already waiting underneath Europe long before Princip raised the gun. Europe in 1914 was not a collection of independent nations calmly making rational decisions. It was a pressure system, a tightly connected architecture of alliances, military timelines, national paranoia, and escalating fear. Germany had the Schlieffen Plan, a war strategy built around attacking France immediately. If Russia mobilized, Russia had obligations pulling in France. France had obligations pulling in Britain. Austria-Hungary depended on Germany. Every alliance was supposed to prevent war. But together, they created a machine where every defensive move looked offensive. to someone else. That's the part most history classes never explain properly. The system had no release valve, no slowdown mechanism, no pause button. Once pressure entered the network, the structure amplified it automatically. Princip didn't create the chain reaction. He touched the first link, and the rest was architecture. That realization feels disturbingly modern because systems still behave this way now. Financial systems, military systems, supply chains, information networks. The more interconnected systems become, the harder it becomes to stop pressure once it starts moving. That's one of the deepest truths in history, and probably one of the most dangerous. When AI models the European alliance system of 1914, it doesn't see diplomacy, it doesn't see patriotic speeches or political pride. To an AI system, Europe in 1914 would not look peaceful. It would look like pressure trapped inside glass. Every mobilization, increasing instability. Every alliance, tightening the network further. Every nation reacting to fear, while simultaneously creating more fear for everyone else. A deadlock architecture. A continent synchronizing itself toward catastrophe. AI would likely have flagged the system as critically unstable long before the assassination happened. Not because it could predict Princip, but because it could see the pressure had nowhere left to go. The information already existed. The signals were already visible. But no human being was looking at the whole system at once. Everyone was watching their own piece of the board. Nobody was watching the board itself. And this is where AI reaches its limit, too. Because AI can map instability. It can detect pressure. It can model escalation pathways. But it still struggles with something terrifyingly human. The moment one person decides to act, the 10 seconds, the hesitation, the randomness, the irreversible choice, that is where history actually lives, between system pressure and human behavior. What followed those two shots? 4 years of war, over 17 million dead, entire generations erased, 4 empires collapsed: the Austro-Hungarian Empire, the Ottoman Empire, the Russian Empire, the German Empire, the map of Europe rewritten completely. And inside the ruins of that war, the conditions for another, even more devastating war quietly began forming. Which means the wrong turn in Sarajevo did not only help create World War I, it helped shape the entire 20th century, and eventually, the modern world itself, all of it traced back to a missed street, a driver reversing a car, a man who had already given up, and 10 seconds on a crowded road in Sarajevo. The butterfly effect is not a metaphor. It's how pressured systems behave. Small inputs, massive consequences, invisible instability, waiting for release. But here is the realization that changes everything. The assassination mattered because the system was already prepared to explode. That means the real question is not, who caused World War I? The real question is, what kind of system becomes this vulnerable to one small moment? And that question does not stay in 1914. It follows you out of this video into financial systems, political systems, technological systems, into the world surrounding you right now, because Modern civilization is also built on tightly synchronized pressure systems, and most people still aren't watching the board. They're watching their own peace. If one wrong turn helped release the pressure that destroyed millions of lives, what pressure systems exist around us right now that nobody fully sees yet? Tell me in the comments. I want to know what you see. And the terrifying part? Most systems don't collapse when the pressure appears. They collapse when one small moment finally gives the pressure somewhere to go. But history has another side too, because sometimes small moments don't destroy civilizations. Sometimes they save them. And one forgotten mistake inside a laboratory would eventually save more lives than most empires ever could. If you want to understand what really happens, you need to see what comes next.